Okay, ladies and gentlemen, adofo enuanom yamamo akwaba ediba Jafric radio so anopei. Mpacho wo baso na wa woso ama nua akachen say it's a special program going on Jafric radio ene special program no enye program eye enije asem kra asem abefie se wo hwe atare ye hye me kra be hu se mani abre eye endra yante asempa ewo yeman kronkron Ghana mu na ene mi ameni minua berima eye Emmanuel Achireku e ba be mamo updates ewo nia esi wo Ghana no so enti ye ba be ko Osaka sesia na mene Achireku abobo enkomo anase atwetwe enkomo we peja onimo kakra.
Yeah, but I said we have to be properly branded. Yeah.
Yo, Achireku, memao achi anope.
Yeah, Mr. Pope, Major, so good morning and good morning to you, the production team, every Ghanaian listening to us live from Japan, whether from Tokyo, from Osaka, from Nagoya, baby be out here in Kabiano Paino. Whether you are watching us live from Accra or Kumasi or anywhere in the Ashanti region, if you're Nigerian, you are watching us from Nigeria, Lagos, because now Nigerians have a lot of interest in the events happening in Ghana now. Ghanaians in the States, Ghanaians everywhere across the globe. Now, Mr. Pope D. Kankano, and make us say Ghana because it's still on the 6th of August 2025. Japan. Osaka to be precise, Abeno ku August 7, 7:03 a.m. And radio Ghana, and I say, and no Japan have by no Ghana no pa. Say Ghana minor anti asemde or wasn't really a good news because two cabinet ministers, namely Minister for Defense, Mr. Edward, and as Honorable Edward Omane Boamah, or a Minister for Defense, and the Minister for Environmental Issues, Honorable Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, were among 8 people who perished in a tragic helicopter crash taking place in the Ashanti region of Ghana. Now, the details of Enipa or Mashido Monkwa this horrific helicopter crash happened in Rana. Now, Okwa Bihun. Sa nipa ni nyina won dodo ho say ade a ha dwen pa ye on the first on the list Dr. Edward Omane Boamah on the Minister for Defense Minister for Defense. He was supposed to represent the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, at a special event. Subsequently, we'll talk about the event. So on your screens now is the image or the photo of the Minister for Defense and the on-country asefun bim Dr. Edward Omane Boamah doing his vetting and now all go through the vetting process on the second coming of President John Dramani Mahama as a President of the Republic, or nominating as a Minister for Defense now swearing in and sign for that. And sadly, the man has lost his life whilst on a national duty will serve the Republic of Ghana. Second on the list, Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, on the Minister for Environmental Issues, and I said the Minister for Environment for the Republic of Ghana, no, also was on board. No kanipa mako and watch. Yeah, and then among countries for Mashiro Mokra, it was the tragic incident at Timiesino. The third person on the list, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, acting deputy national security coordinator for the Republic of Ghana, also was on the flight, and as a helicopter nana to a free crime, and I didn't actually. Ashanti Mountain, Obuasi to be precise, it was the destination and as a helicopter no etimi drew. The fourth on the list, Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the Governing National Democratic Congress, the NDC, which is the party in power. Vice Chairman, unfortunately, was also on the helicopter now Akunya accident. Then fifth, Mr. Samuel Abuaje, though a former parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the NDC. When in Nipanum are no mere politicians, are no more the helicopter, and so on as a flight, on board the flight that was heading to Obuasi for that special program. No. The rest of the Nipa Makumakumi and San Omakani Inaya Asra for members of the Ghana Armed Forces, Yodika Air Squadron Leader Peter Anala, Squadron Leader Obafemi, no Martins, Obafemi Anala. Ono ana ye nipa odi wo free mu di otoso nson flying officer Chum Ampadu emse wo ha na ono na ye pilot na ote helicopter na echi na ochinchim helicopter no serebe betim di o makako kwako dru asomdwe mu na de otoso nwotwe anase the eighth person no Sergeant NS Ado Mensa. So sadly say an incident in it may happen here. Amasa nipa mako nipa mako in Waki, and I said 8 persons have lost their lives in a very, very tragic or under very tragic circumstances. It happen here and now what were they going to do? That's what someone will ask. Sa nipa mako Waki, the entourage, where were they heading to? If you go on the official Facebook page of Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, still active there, verified page on Facebook, and if the producers can get that on the screen for us. It says that the ministry, and just 24 hours ago, and Dr. Edward Omane Boamah making a post way on his Facebook page, and now all try to draw attention by an initiative taken by the Ghanaian government to work towards resolving the issues of Galamsey. And Tina helicopter na nipa nwotwe team no politicians and the military personnel no na dwuma omkwako di Galamsey and ho nsensama cause a lot of havoc to the Ghanaian society. No? So this was a post that was written on his official page. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources will officially launch the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, that's the RCOMSDEP, on Wednesday, 5th August 2025 at Obuasi Black Park at 9 a.m. And Tienra, which was supposed to be Wednesday, and Thursday Japan haba, and Rano will be Tuesday. Dr. Edward Omane Boamah Adi in same way on Facebook no just say Jumadie Sunkwana Koso Enra Wabra Bekoso ene Menkanasa Wabrana Ghana mine A2 and among said they will try and resolve the issues revolving around Galamsey and the menace that was happening to Ghana. Now when Jumadie no course on a particular post in the bus no helicopter no mpanyimfo no ede two kwan no emanu musu free kind around I said the capital of Ghana around 9 a.m. in the morning. But along the lines the team in Accra almost tracking the radar of the helicopter no realized they say almost losing track of the helicopter. The plane had gone off the radar. And the statement about one thing and quickly no if you can also have the statement that was released by the Ghana Armed Forces in connection to this particular flight and as a helicopter na ekonya accident no. And at this moment na obi an sheda nim DSC say what exactly had happened to the nkofo makomako enwotwe ano moti helicopter no ma no kwakodi dwuma e de asom oman Ghana no. Enti wokwa the who say we letter way the letterhead for the Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Asra for Ghana Armed Forces, I include the the army, it includes the navy, and then also the air force. And the omo yedwuma won so asrafo omo yedwuma won so omo on land, and at those omo de aeroplane efa wiem no omo no de sa nsem we by. And let's quickly read the statement that was released by the Ghana Armed Forces. It says that missing Ghana Armed Force Z9 helicopter. That was the headline that was written. And it says that GAF no refers to Ghana Armed Forces helicopter Z9 that took off this morning at 9 hours, 9 o'clock, hour 12 GMT. That was 9:12 hours from Accra, heading to Obuasi. Is currently off the radar. All efforts are being made to establish contact. On board were 3 crew and 5 passengers. Further details to be communicated. In Tiahano, now almost everyone was held in suspense, suspecting or not knowing what has happened. And that statement was signed by Madam Veronica Ajo Ahen, or Captain, Ghana Navy, Acting Director of General Public Relations. Note to editors for favor of publication. Copy all media houses. And that statement at the time no, came from the Ghana Armed Forces at that particular point in time. So everyone was in suspense as to what exactly had happened at the time. No? Now, that time na originally Madikian Kacho said it was the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, who was supposed to be at the event to go and then chair and also be opening event, to crown it. Over the post that was made by Dr. Edward Omane Boamah earlier on. The president of the Republic of Ghana, on the special guest of honor. But because of the tight schedule, nominating Dr. Edward Omane Boamah representing at the event. That was the plan. And at Nyama delay, I said, Nippon Dr. Omane Boamah Mumedru Yeno, and Dr. Frank Amwakohne, or the Ashanti Regional Minister. Omasha say na omo ye event in hoping say maybe due to some delays binti Dr. Edward Omane Boamah team na kan be ba kan omo ho mo madiduma, but unfortunately omo twen ya na omo ma eno e kopie mu say call the official Facebook page of Dr. Frank Amwakohne, who is the Ashanti Regional Minister. Now what or the atuho say about 1,000 feet up mountain Dampayao. That's screenshot no, to producer, yes, and that on your screen. No, the Ashanti Regional Minister, the Dr. Frank Amwakohne, wrote on his personal Facebook page about 1,000 feet up mountain Dampayao, 2 hours drive from Obuasi, plus 1 hour 30 minutes on foot from Sikaman, Bofudu. We retrieve 8 lifeless compatriots. In Tiahano, now Papa friend said Dr. Frank Amwakohne no confirm news, Ama Ghana for nyina somate say the 2 cabinet ministers, in this case, Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, and then Honorable Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, or the Minister for Environment, and in Kofoma Akuma Akube say in Siano, they've lost their lives. And what and at the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, making the official announcement to all Ghanaians on national television. Let's go and then watch and listen to what Julius Debra said to Ghanaians in the confirmation.
Ghana. I have the unpleasant duty, sadly, to announce a national tragedy involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash: Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; and Mr. Samuel Abuaje, a former parliamentary candidate; Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The president.
Yeah, so Hano name say officially no had been confirmed. Say Dr. Omane Boamah Honorable Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, and then the 6 other people who were on board the flight, and I said the helicopter had unfortunately lost their lives. Until Ghanaians on all over on social media na akwakoya arehosem. Then we obtained an exclusive video wabra na helicopter no free throw ba beti atofom ewo Dampayao mountain. So if you have joined us live on the screen now, a very short video ba hanana helicopter no ba beti atofom no. So we move on from there. From that scene no, then we look at after the confirmation, a number of eyewitnesses are in that place, first one, I think say Omane City TV channel 1 so let's go and then watch the first interview. The media houses in Ghana and then 2 eyewitnesses in the and TND kind na we are
the chem na me food e bi tie be chem o me from plane na o form there enti akwa de mi wan say me te guran ti me te guran am say a plane there abofo enti me jam de me ye nyina say me kwa akọche da bi a ade ne toy enti me nam forest ni mu sa na me ko enti me ko no so plane no aboho ahye enipa wo mu onwo mo wo mu nyina so ayede ahye obi anu a otimi so ba be kra o mu nyina ahye plane dia ni nyina ahye kra ahye isi ane dia metimi aka say nipa be trade dia nipa be trade dia ba ko ne dia ohun say nipa ni but o ma maka ne dia ohun o ma maka ne ohun o ma maka ne ohun ba ko ne dia ohun say nipa ni na no kra no ne na nyina amponi ho aka ni say ni so na bu say ne na obu say oda ho mo maka ne de ejana ye no hu ni se o ye oba o so ye be ma o sanity de na nya hwe kwa na na eko na nya hwe entoto nya hwe tebecha mu na me ya sha se bia ebo na na asiniti wa hunu ekwan ani ana ode ko bo eduani mu a e mass accident bi si ye who the color is very common na say white and black visa. Play on Casa de Nam send a bonnet. Tina no for but you man no. Bakupe na be say. Did you all do? No try. Yes, so no pali we are for your confirm na baby for Ben Forest no. Enti ebra ye wo foma na yeti se bibia blast tie adwo se plane na bese ne kona na ahwe fom tie be kona yakọ se bi obi afra to no hia mo bia yeti edi kai mudi kai hu plane se plane bi ba plane ba aha yidi kai hu se plane na ba enti ancha na plane no e blast ye gbugum tie tie ne ye nim se plane na ahwe fom enti ye be kọ forest won yakọ na obi hia mo bia ya bo ano ampa mene bla ba ko ye fra ni jasi ani ye say ye ko tie si forest la na ye kro na ana o ka kire me say obi ba tini pa kro no me hwe ya na ye madam fo ba ko ye fra ni Gideon ono oba ma ne o de boy an say pray na be sen na tiato e megya dem a e hye ne emu nipa nyina ahye tie ye so won ko kire ba bia pray tie bra o de ye kokora no ono kora no nsa hu ba bia pray no kora no e toto ya o de ye kontie ne nam forest na ani yakoya na me pono so ani yakon se jane de wosoro ijane de wosoro ti yakoya no na ye no kwasem na ye play no atofom e boduam wosoro duam e wosoro ti ebo mu sa no na ti be hwe fom e tofom no ejatom ama yakoya ne na de enipa ye di nka hu no ba ko de no wahye masabe ne hu nyina hye ama wono da ho na babia plane te atithwe pa na ne jane dende ni entimi hu nipa o mugu ho but ne jane so jane na de kase pa anti ni entimi hu enipa a wɔn wɔ hɔ baaba akɔnɔ deɛ na egya no ahye no ɛma wɔn ɔda nkyɛn na baabi a ne egya no dɛ paa ne deɛ ne ntumi hu nipa a wɔn wɔ hɔ baa plane deɛ na ne nyinaa ahye plane deɛ ne nyinaa ahye.
Eti ɛbaa saa no na moyɛ nipa sɛn deɛ mokoduro deɛ na moyɛ.
Deɛ koduro deɛ ɛnsa me koduro na me nkura fo nti ɛno akyi ana bla baako ba ne yɛfrɛ no ba omia wɔ kurom ha ya ɔba hɔ no okura fo ɛne yɛ sɛ okura fo deɛ a fra samle man na bɔ na ma ne yɛ sɛ deɛ asie nie ba yɛn deɛ yɛ wɔ ha yɛn yɛ di information ne ma assembly man sɛ deɛ asie nie nti ankyɛ yɛn hu deɛ ɛna fa deɛ dɔm bebree na mokwa no so ba ɛna mokwa no so ba nti
answer na meja wo no sɛ dampaya forest ni nie.
Dampaya forest ni esemu sa bas kama brofid dampaya no
enti ususu sɛ anopa bɛ tam bɛn
ba me deɛ na me watch ebo me ya na ma ba ya dafo ma na me do nti na watch ne mo me nti madwene mu deɛ na yɛ 10 bɛ 10 mu
10 am
10 bɛ pa ho kra na mpa ho kase bia sa anopa 10
tama muhu plane no oboase na ekɔ aha so nyɛ oboase na mo sɛ na aba fam sesɛn
pa kyɛw ba bia yɛ gyina wodu ani hwɛ ha ya efiri ha ya na ekɔ yɛne a yɛfo da ano sei no yɛti plan enti wo hwɛ sabi po yɛ si hoi sabi po yɛ si wo tintin ya bipo ya menu mienu gyina bɔntim ha yɛ ni tuai ɛno so na plane ɛtetɔe eboduam ɛwɔ soro na ti bɛhwe fam ti dua na ebo mu no kura tutu medua no ɛda wo hwɛ a ebonko mu no ɛsoro pa ana plane ti tɔ fam na blast yɛ ti yɛ ne yɛ kɔ hu yɛ ne deɛ ne jadam tutu.
Okay
yo it's here for
well very sad reality, sad indeed. We apologize for some of the videos about sharing. Subsequently, I'm say the second eyewitness has narrated a very, very vivid and graphic way to us on what actually happened. We also have a video where some of the first eyewitnesses could do the crash scene. My union would take FM or more Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Also added some of the live video nearby. It's on Facebook restrictions any community standard honeymanti video no ya blur any moon and as any moon black and white so that you will not have any issues with Facebook and the content. So we also put that live on your screen for you to watch. Abra some of the first rescuers on the rescue mission Kodluwa they took videos of some of the burning bodies. Let's get that also on your screen so that we can watch.
Mi video we no da. Mi video ba de jani jamu nyina ye dipa na ehye sa.
Omane Boamah Hon and the other 6 persons or Mokom who including Sergeant NS Ado Mensa any other persons or Mokom Hono or Mona Sisiano currently know who on your screens say a Jada Omumua or motion. So very, very unfortunate and a tragic incident that has occurred in Ghana. Now Dr. Omane Boamah just on Tuesday was a living soul. And if you go, as we've earlier showed you, if you go on his personal Facebook page, some of the posts and then I reckon say in Ghana around best at 12 noon to 1 p.m. there about now you're in the body actually koko bottom and a sunipa on the Sana Free mountain. So people now no dampaya helicopter no echo boom no na the body no ewo sack him and an achira is one nipa there. But let's also get those scenes on the screen for you to watch. The way body even a rescue team where Ghana National Fire Service workers mmienu ɛna nipa no body no bi ekuta wɔn saa no nti wei ɛyɛ nipa no wɔn nya the who were involved in the crash no wɔn body no ɛna ekuta wɔn a wɔn de kɔ no baako ni so Honorable Alhaji Muniru nti wei si yɛ video a credit goes to Channel One an affiliate station of City FM in Ghana. Muna this video by June say watermark no mine bottle on the video no come no. So I don't know who say a small mono free room no. They are not bags of cocoa, they are not cocoa yam, and yet yam and as a banchi and a small mono. These are actually the bent bodies of the men who are going to serve Mother Ghana. And unfortunately, this is very, very sad incident at Omane. Where it happened, they couldn't even convey vehicles there to help retrieve the bodies. But actually, let's see what the president starts now, they take over. Body na shame, and you did beer at Chirano. Say the work of whom that you go better, putting the but they're bob their trap a better, you know. Now they are teaching we are no good yaba, now they are teaching. Sapa penny they are teaching botona a soon monano and a soon nipa it is sunny free mountain so they ban mountain Dampayao so in the Sikafo district in the Ashanti region close to Owase the whole and this very tragic incident you know is here so any body and the wobo to my actually says soon this is tragic. This is very, very tragic.
Nah, maybe so. Achuku. Emra, your presentation, no, Woka say, Anka, Yam Papa, Dramani, and I sanka, Oko.
Yeah.
Sa eventi. Well, I don't know what to say. It's so sad that we have lost this many souls. Sankonunso Koya. It could have been another.
Because if you listen to the eyewitnesses, or more weather analysis now, from the weather aspect, meteorologists, from what they've said is that actually the plane was supposed to fly at a certain altitude, but because the weather was bad, the helicopter was just forced to fly around 1,000 feet above sea level. Sometimes flight from one country to another, and sometimes it will cover 20,000 near there. But because of the weather was bad, it was just flying around 1,000 feet. And unfortunately, MC Kodu Mountain, maybe the pilots at that time all sea affairs couldn't see well, no they helicopter no call according to the eyewitnesses. So unfortunately, if we never know, maybe if it was a president, maybe we would have been having a totally different conversation now. Because clearly Nyabosim Kasamhe flyer now, Dr. Omane Boamah Hon share now it was the president who was supposed to be the special guest of the occasion. But when Timmy Ankono Dr. Omane Boamah Hon say unko representing and sa areakosem no etimi ato oman Ghana ewo ho. Na still on Dr. Omane Boamah, if you go on the personal Facebook page of Dr. Frank Amoakohene, who is the Ashanti Regional Minister, he has paid a glowing or a touching tribute to Dr. Omane Boamah on his personal Facebook wall. And I'm going to read that to you. Our producers can put that on the screen. And he posted this about 1 hour ago. And it reads, Dr. Omane Boamah was my senior in both medicine and in politics. And more importantly, my mentor. I stood for 8 hours today, not to perform surgery or make diagnosis, but helplessly identifying the lifeless bodies of my mentor and seniors. A deeply painful moment beyond words. The first time I met the president was in 2017, when Dr. Omane introduced me to him after supporting my bid for the NUC's presidency. Since then, He has been a backbone and a tremendous support system in my journey. I've lost more than a senior and a big brother. So this is a tribute from the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoakohene, for the passing or the sad demise of Dr. Edward Omane Boamah and the 7 other persons, including Honorable Ibrahim Murtala Muhammad, or also Ashenemkwa. It doesn't end there, because there are other very tragic moments, and I say other tragic associated to this particular incident that happened. Among the military personnel, the military personnel who lost their lives is Sergeant Ernest Adumensa. Sergeant Ernest Adumensa sadly got married 5th of July 2025 into Owari no enra wo Ghana, which is yemma say never here wo Ghana ene na a 1 month 1 day exactly ena Owari the beautiful wife or ne Saturn so Owari no nti bosume pepe bosume ni 1 day pepe and he happened to be on this particular helicopter heading from Accra to Obuasi. And if you have joined us, if you are watching it live on Facebook, this is Sergeant Ernest Adumensa, who was also on board the helicopter heading to Obuasi for this particular event. Unfortunately, no, what one another one's here though. So this is Sergeant Ernest Mensa. Then and you know the pilot anank ono ankasa wo helicopter no ono flying officer manim Chum Ampadu. Unim, Mr. Paul, let me also tell you a very sad story about this gentleman. Apparently, according to sources and details from social media, those who know him from his personal life, also let me say ne yiri a free moon chair, sir, ne wife a free moon chair. The details are that none yiri e kwako and an yiri free moon. And the wife has not actually been buried. Ne yiri no kwa yinsi no ye. Wahu ne yiri yinsi no or she died in labor. And this unfortunate incident so happened and also Atimi losing a life, in this particular moment or under this particular sad circumstances. Also, so he lost his wife when she was going to give birth, and then she has also passed away. And then the last officer, I think we don't have his photo, but the last officer, the officer, the squadron leader, Peter Bafemi Anala. Peter Bafemi Anala. Ono flyer na the tools now. The first flyer that we displayed na inche at phone no here. Ono ne wo your extreme right, uniform. That is Bafemi Anala. Ono so according to sources, in the last couple of years, the fourth person in his family. The fourth person in his family. And so the family has also been going through a very torrid and trying times at this particular moment. And this particular sergeant, so Atimi Ashe in that particular occasion. So this is a little bit of update that is coming from Ghana at this particular moment. I think that there's a last video that we need to also show. I don't know if you have that. The Ashanti Regional Minister and the other members of the team arrived at the scene. Time omunam forest. Mu say a typical forest. Cocoa farm. Omunamu. Modi omani che. Mo hwe so mo kwa do the site of the crash. Yes. The team now.
Number game Mr. Nebana. Oh, yeah, 70.
Oh my God. This is a very sad story for Ghana.
It's a very, very sad day. And
I mean, this happened today in Ghana. Today and next.
This happened today in Ghana. Happened today in Ghana, but Japan had because it happened Japan around 11 p.m. and I joke. But Ghana, the NA and of 10 p.m. in the morning in Ghana, and it happened here. So, very sad incident happening in Ghana at this particular moment. So, this is the team, including the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwa, and the other dignitaries who were led to the crash site. And if you listen to the interview that was granted by one eyewitness who spoke to UTV in Ghana, UTV is a subsidiary of Despite Media in Accra. The man actually confirmed that when they went to the crash site, they had to telephone the assemblyman at the place. So eventually, I believe that it was the assemblyman who led this particular team to the scene. So a lot has actually transpired in Ghana. Ghana has been going through torrid time. Don't forget that, and just a little over a week ago, Ghana lost one of its iconic musicians, and that Lumba Charles Kwadwo, who many are still mourning in Ghana. I think last during the weekend they held a vigil for the 1 week observation for him. So Ghana has not yet recovered from the loss of Charles Kwadwo, the iconic musician, and now these important dignitaries who were on national duty to serve Mother Ghana, including 2 cabinet ministers, Dr. Omane Boamah and Honorable Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, the Minister for Environment, and then the acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the governing or the ruling National Democratic Congress, Mr. Samuel Abuaje, a former parliamentary candidate, Squadron Leader Peter Anala Bafemi, and then Flying Officer Chum Ampadu, and sadly, Sergeant Ernest Adomensa have passed away in very tragic circumstances in Mountain Dampaya in the Ashanti region of Ghana. Our condolences go to the family of the deceased and also to the government of Ghana and all Ghanaians. We've not finished. There's an official statement that has been released from the presidency in connection with the passing of this gentleman, and I'll read a statement to you as released by the presidency. So, as you can find on your screen, the statement is dated Wednesday, 6th August 2025, and it says that press statement: President John Dramani Mahama has suspended all his President John Dramani Mahama has suspended all his scheduled activities and programs for the rest of the week, following Wednesday's national tragedy involving 8 persons who died in a helicopter crash. There will be 3 days of national mourning starting tomorrow, Thursday, 7th August 2025. The government, through the Chief of Staff, has meanwhile directed all flags must fly at half-mast until further notice. Signed, Felix Vosukwache, Member of Parliament, spokesperson to the President and Minister, Government Communications. So this is a statement signed by the presidency of Ghana concerning this particular tragic incident that has occurred in Ghana in West Africa, and we are bringing you live updates. Actually, there are some feedback or information or comment on social media that are really trending but not necessary. If you go on some Nigerian platforms, some Nigerians are actually jubilating over the passing of the Minister for Defense and the Minister for Environment.
Don't go there, crowd. Forget about that.
So these are social media development that must be shared. And also, there are some televangelists and pastors who are claiming that they gave prophecies to this effect that this was going to happen. Some of them have gone back to retrieve their videos, some as far back as March 2025, some earlier in August, this past Sunday, saying that they predicted this and it has happened. Very, very normal with Ghana and prophet and then televangelists. So this is where we bring today's edition, a very sad episode of our special program to an end. Our condolences go to everyone in Ghana, to the Ghana government, and to the Republic of Ghana, and the families of the deceased persons who have tragically lost their lives under these circumstances. Thank you very much for watching this live stream live on Jafric Radio Japan. The stream will later be podcasted and posted on Jafric Radio Extra on Facebook and on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe to our new Facebook page, Jafric Radio Extra, and follow us or subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Jafric Radio Extra. Until we come your way once again, this has not been a very good episode or a very exciting episode. It's one of a tragedy that has befallen Mother Ghana. So stay safe and stay blessed until we come your way once again. My name is Emmanuel Acheko Frempon. I this with my boss, Mr. Nanayao
Pop. Thank you so much.
God bless us all. Right.
God bless you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
God bless Ghana. Our condolences to all the families and all Ghanaians. Yaba Ebusia Shedin.
Okay, so what you are seeing in pictures, we are coming to you live. Yes, the bodies have been conveyed into ambulances and they have been taken to Accra, we are told. The military is leading this effort to convey the bodies from the Sikaman community to Accra. So you see about 3 ambulances. The Ashanti Regional Minister as well as the Regional Security Council are leading these bodies here. The charred bodies were brought down from the scene, put in body bags, and they have been taken away. And you can hear in the background the sirens, seeing that the regional minister, the national security officers, the fire service, the ambulance service, as well as some medical team of the military, they are conveying these bodies, and the ambulance have lined up here. A while ago, we saw some traditional authorities from the area who, of course, performed some rituals to the bodies before they were being conveyed, because according to them, these bodies, the rituals have to be done because very important there, because this incident is a disaster. They would have to pacify the gods, and there's this stream that leads you to the main forest where the incident happened, and the opinion leaders as well as the traditional leaders have done that. So you can see the military officers standing by the ambulance that is supposed to carry these bodies. Okay, so what you are seeing in pictures, we are coming to you live. Yes, the bodies have been conveyed into ambulances and they have been taken to Accra, we are told.
Yo